Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? RB here, Philly Take with RB, and we are back at it, man. Once again, welcome to the live stream. Here we are, man. It's been about a week and a half now. I know we've been off it, but hey, the streams are about to come back. The content is about to go crazy. And hey, at the end of the day, fellas, we have a football game. Yes, it's been a crazy year. It's been a weird atmosphere all year, but we got the NBA, and now we have the NFL. Surprisingly, even though it's going to be weird, a weird situation, we have Eagles football in 5 days. I'm going to lose my mind. The Eagles get me so hyped, man. So hyped. I cannot wait. The Eagles play the Washington, I'm not going to say it, not the Redskins, but the Washington football team on Sunday afternoon. I cannot wait. What's going on, everybody? RB, Philly Take with RB. We're going to keep consistent each week, pumping out this Eagles content, previews, predictions, keys to the game. A bunch of stuff is coming to this channel every single week. And if you guys are Sixers fans or whatever other fans, Phillies, Flyers, whatever, I'm still going to be pumping out that content as well. I cannot wait. The grind is about to get crazy. We got some breaking news to talk about as well. But first off, like we always do, hope everybody is having a great week so far. And let's see who's up in here. Let's see the OGs that have arrived up in the chat because, hey, I'm going to need you guys strong and heavy. We will be live streaming again, by the way, on Friday, just so you guys know, talking about the matchup this weekend so I can get your guys' feedback as well. But I cannot wait. I cannot wait. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Ethan says, I know this is an Eagle stream, but Alec Boehm is a superhero. I just saw that. The walk-off. That guy's crazy, man. He's going to be a stud. He's going to be a stud. BLSG channel member up in the house. Big play slay. Drew Vertical. What is going on? What is going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. The energy is about to be crazy. Once we get into this Eagles grind here, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. Bruce says, what's good, RB? How about the walk-off? Fly goes fly. Almost game day. Definitely can't wait. There's a bittersweet opening day I've always watched with my dad, but he passed away. Hey, man, rest in peace. That is terrible, man. I understand because I also watch the games with my dad, so I find enjoyment in that. But, hey, just know he'll be with you, and hopefully the Philadelphia Eagles will get a win. Well, the Philadelphia Eagles will get a win on our opening day here because I'm telling you, the Eagles are ready to come out and rout the football team. I can't even say the football team without saying Washington because it just doesn't seem right. It does not seem right at all. What's going on, Bruce? RW channel member up in the house. BLSG, another channel member, 11-5, and then BLSG says 11-5 and 13-3. Between there is where the Eagles will finish. I agree. I put out a record prediction video yesterday. So, look, I'm telling you, this could be an interesting season. I think we're going to see a lot of uncharacteristic things this season, just given the fact that, nothing's been normal. Nothing has been normal. We might see us get upset by some teams. We might see us go out and beat the Saints and the Seahawks and teams like that. I could just feel it being that type of year. The no crowd thing, and then, some stadiums have some crowds. It's going to be a very weird season. But I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm definitely interested to see how it goes. If you guys are just tuning in, smash that like button, hit that subscribe if you are new. Welcome to the stream, and we are back on it, man. We are back on it. Gonzo Nation 25, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being up in here, bro. Appreciate you being up in here. I see the channel members here dropping the emojis. If you guys have not yet, check out the channel memberships. I'm going to put the link here in the chat. Get a lot of exclusive content. It's going pretty well. You can ask the channel members. They all love it. So shout out to all my members up in here, man. And if you guys have not yet, click that notification bell so you're instantly notified whenever we upload or go live because a lot of content is coming your way. Need to know if I should start Dallas Goedert at tight end, even though Ertz will be starting the game. Hey, look, if I would not start him week 1, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Speaking of tight ends, we're about to talk about some breaking news. I actually just put a video out on it. Had to rush to get that out, but we're going to talk about it here shortly. I would stay with Zach Ertz. I wouldn't go with Goddard yet. Big play Slay. Yo, can I get a wrench? I got you. Comment again and I got you. I got you. Let's see. Barn 5 says, I've been waiting for the Eagle streams. Another valued channel member, my guy up in the chat. What's going on, Barn 5? Appreciate all the channel members. Appreciate everybody's support. Hope everybody is doing well. And just give me your instant thoughts, guys. What are your instant thoughts about this team? How do you feel about the final roster? What is our record going to be this year? Give me all your thoughts in the comment section. We got 22 up in the chat. Hope everybody's going well. We'll probably talk on here for about an hour 15 tonight. But Friday, we have a pretty much like a stream a couple days before the game. We're going to continue to do that each week as long as it keeps up. You guys let me know if you also want the pre- and post-game streams as well, because I'm down to do those. And they were pretty fun with the Sixers. So I'm ready to get into the groove, man. I'm ready. I am ready. And we have NHL. You're right. Even the NHL is interesting to watch. I'm not even going to lie about that. Kevin Cronin says, go Eagles. Tristan Tillman, our big my guy. What's going on, Tristan? What's going on? Jersey boy, up in the house, bro. Appreciate you, man. How are you doing? How is everybody doing? RB, I'm not a Sixers fan, but I'm an Eagles diehard. I'm ready to dominate this season. Hey, we will need all this energy up in the chat. We will need all this energy up in the chat because I'm ready to go, man. You guys think I get hectic about the Sixers? Wait till you see me in terms of Eagles mood. Like, this is crazy, man. I cannot wait. Washington football team, that's funny. Yeah, it is. Crazy. Philly 559, what's going on, bro? What is going on? Nicholas, what's good? Says, can't wait for week 1. Go Birds. Appreciate everyone in here. RW is a part of the Noti gang. Hit that notification bell. I'm telling you, man. Telling you. Finally made it. Can't make that much, having a lot going on. Hey, hope everything's well, my guy. Hope everything is well. We got a lot of content coming, so it's good, man. BLSG, I see you rocking the Slay jersey. I'll be rocking 2 jerseys got on my birthday. Hey, man, look, fresh. This is my first time wearing this thing, man. I got a couple jerseys weeks back. Look, this thing is fresh, bro. This thing is fresh. Big play Slay will be key this weekend, and he's ready to come out here and lock up some NFC East receivers. I'm telling you, man, I have my faith and my trust in Big play Slay, bro. I have my faith and my trust. Let's see. Big play Slay, I got you. Let's see. Philly 559, Bird Gang. I love it, man. See us going 11-5. We win 35-10 week 1. Hey, on Thursday, you can expect my official preview where I break down the game, give my keys to the game, my official prediction. We might touch on it a little bit today, but each week on Thursdays, I'm going to drop a preview and a prediction video. So preview, prediction, give my keys to the game and all that. And then Friday, we're going to hop up on here on live streams, and we're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about what you guys are thinking about the matchup, any last-minute injuries, news, updates, things like that. So I'm really excited. Max, the Brett Brown hater, what is going on? That is a breath of fresh air right there. That name says healthy 10-6, 12-4, but I don't know. That's the thing. Look, we have a talented team. Don't get that twisted. But again, you're right. We got to be skeptical because the last 3 or 4 years now, it's just injury after injury after injury. And it's already started in camp, which is kind of annoying. So, look, man, that's the one thing I'm looking for. This team needs to stay healthy. And I know it's going to be tough with the whole situation, but we got to stay healthy. 11-5 Eagles season. What's good? Robbie says we have a better chance to win with JP at left tackle. I'm glad that he finally shifted back. I felt like it would happen at some point. I didn't know if one of the sides would budge. I actually thought it would be the Eagles, but it wasn't. Hopefully JP is good, and JP has to stay healthy as well. He's one of the dudes, man. Like, he has to stay. The last 4 seasons, it's just JP. Every time he goes out for a quarter, he goes out for the rest of the game. He's got to stay on the field, man. Our offensive line is going to be tested right away with Washington. Bashir Randall, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being up in here, bro. How are you? Jimmy J, is Miles Sanders a full go? My fantasy team needs to know. Miles Sanders should be good to go. He should be ready to rock. I hope Javon Hargrave's good. I hope Derek Barnett's good. I'm excited. I am excited. I'm excited to see us sweeping the Cowboys. Drew says fly goes fly on a road to victory. Fight Eagles fight. There you go. Sing the song, man. I love it. I love it. Let's go, man. Born 5A. You guys hear it right here. He says membership has been fire since the first day. Since the first day, man. Look, every month you get a bunch of exclusive content. If it's free to go ahead and check it out. The link is in the description. I put it in the chat as well. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Love watching the bird streams. Hey, look, I'm down to do pre and post game streams and Friday night streams as long as people come in here and as long as we're talking about the games. I am excited. I am excited. Ryan Rowe, what is going on? Appreciate you being up in here. See us losing a Ravens, Packers, Steelers, probably the Seahawks, but I think we'll beat the Hawks. Hey, if you saw my prediction video, this is the year, in my opinion, that we finally buckle up. Carson Wentz has a rebound from the last time, not the playoff game, but the last time we played Seahawks when he did not play well. I think Carson Wentz outduels Russell Wilson, and we finally win that game, man. That's a big one. That's a big one. We'll read a couple more of these, and then we are going to talk about the Richard Rodgers news for just a second. Again, I put out a video literally like 15 minutes ago, just a reaction video. We'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about the roster and just touch on some things. I really want to know what other people are thinking about this roster as a whole. What are you guys thinking about the whole injury situation? Just everything overall. So we'll read a couple of these. Kevin says, due to pre- and post-game live streams, yeah, I'm down to do them. I'll probably put out a poll or something on my community post. See if that's what you guys want me to do. Because, again, I am down. Do you think Djax will score 5 touchdowns this season? Yeah. I think he's going to come out with 2 again on opening day game against Washington, just like last year. Hopefully he stays on the field. But Djax is going to be a big threat. I don't know why a lot of people are sleeping on Djax. I think he's going to be all right. Ready for this week 1. I can't wait, man. It's building up inside of me. I'm so juiced up for this game. I'm so juiced up. Ryan says, I hit the like button and subscribe. Shout out to you. Fly, Eagles, fly. We're playing a football team. No, the football team. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you even say I root for the football team? It's I root for the football team. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Demon Badger, what's going on? Help me out. Josh Sweat or go with a vet for a new jersey. Ooh, it depends what vet. It depends what vet, man. And it depends who you have already. You know what I mean? Wentz had a child before Dak got a ring. I'm just going to leave that there. You guys can let me know what you think. And this channel is a little bit different from some of the other channels because we do get a lot of Cowboys trolls in here. And I can't wait to play them this year because I can't wait to smack the Cowboys, man. I cannot wait. In week 16 in Jerry World, everything will be lined up. And what will we do? We will go out there and we will upset them in the face of adversity. And I can't wait for it. Again, I cannot wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Mahomes versus Watson. Be a good game. I don't like the injuries and how we cut Rasul Douglas and Sidney Jones, but otherwise, let's go Birds. Yeah, well, what do you think about our corner situation, JoJo? Let me know in the chat, man. But, hey, let's talk about this Richard Rodgers thing real quick. If you guys haven't seen, if you guys have not seen yet, the Eagles, literally like a half hour ago, just went out and picked up Richard Rodgers. He was cut by the Washington football team this past weekend. He spent the last 2 years with the Eagles, and he really hasn't played much. And this, he's not a crazy tight end or anything like that, but I think it's actually a good pickup because there's really no risk associated with it. I think we paid him a 1-year minimum. He spent the last 2 years with the team. He knows the offense. He knows the playbook because he's at least been on the active roster. And he's just one of those guys, one of those third tight end for the Eagles that we usually keep. We didn't this year because we had Ertz and Goddard. Josh Perkins got hurt in camp. He's out for the year. I thought we were going to keep the undrafted rookie Noah Tagai. We let him go. He went to the Colts. So I don't mind this. A veteran 28-year-old tight end who knows the playbook, bring him in case of an injury, knock on wood, or just anything of that matter. Why not bring in a third tight end where we can just have a guy just as an insurance policy if he can stay on the field? That's been this story with Richard Rodgers. He had one good year with the Green Bay Packers, but then ever since then he's been plagued by injuries. He's not going to see much playing time, but hey, Josh Perkins made some clutch catches here and there, once in a while. So I don't see why Richard Rodgers can't fill that same role. It does not hurt. He fills out our last spot for the 53-man roster, and I'm not mad at it, okay? I'm not mad at it at all. I think it was at least a decent pickup for the Eagles. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, and now he gets to go up week 1 if he plays at all. I mean, if he plays at all against his ex-team now, the Washington football team. Why not, man? Why not? Why not? Let's see. Week 1 will be close. Hey, I'm actually thinking the same thing as you, Demon Badger. Again, I'm not going to touch on it too much. It will be in my preview prediction video, but I think a lot of people are underestimating Washington's defensive line. I know they're giving them credit, but look, they might give us trouble. This isn't a normal week 1, you know? Like, we haven't played at all. I think guys are going to be a little bit rusty, so I could see that happening. Last year we were down 17-0 before the Eagles stormed back and ended up winning that game. So you never know, man. You never know. FB Sports says Ben Simmons first team all defense. I did see that. Shout out to Ben Simmons. They finally gave him some respect. I mean, he should have been in contention for defensive player of the year. I know they gave it to Giannis. And by the way, the Heat and Bucks are playing right now. So I wonder what's going to happen in that game. But look, Ben Simmons, he deserves it. I mean, he's become a hell of a defender, and he just continues to get better, you know? He just continues to get better. So he deserves it. He deserves it. Bro Key, what's going on, bro? What is going on? How you doing, my guy? What's going on? RW says, I hope to get a Slay jersey. I have a lot. Hey, man, this jersey is fresh. You know, I had to get it. I'm just so relieved because I feel good knowing that we have a top corner now. Now I can kind of relax, you know, because every time I saw a big time quarterback dropping back the last 2-3 years, even more than that, I'm just expecting them to go deep. I'm expecting them to target a guy like a Rasul Douglas and just go yard on him. Just send it to the length, send it 50, 60 yards. He's not going to catch up, and that would really scare me. But now I feel a little bit better about the situation. Now, we did bring back Cravon LeBlanc, which I did like. I was wondering why we cut him, and I know a lot of people were going off, but I knew there was some type of plan in place, so I'm glad that we brought him back. Craig James apparently looks like a different man in camp, which is surprising. But, hey, we're going to need a lot of depth, man. We're going to need a lot of depth. Let's see. I see you in that Slay jersey. It's fire, man. It is fire. Anthony Perry, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here, man. Jersey boy. 10-6, worst case, 12-4, best case. Can't wait for Sunday. I cannot wait. Look, like you said, I really think injuries will determine. Like, if this team stays majority healthy, they could be an 11-12 win team. If they do not, well, it can swing at least 2 or 3 games, in my opinion. So we will see. We will see. Chase Young is scary, and Jalen is a best hope is back for week 2. Yeah, I hope Jalen Reagor is back for week 2 or week 3. I'm interested to see who gets the snaps because honestly, look, I'm not going to touch on it too much, but I think one of the wide receivers is actually going to kind of break out this season, and I think that he's going to show a lot, especially in week 1 without Jalen Reagor on the field. So we'll see what happens. Djax, I think Djax is going to – look, they got Ronald Darby out there, all right? If there's anybody I would like to toast, it is Ronald Darby. All right, put him on the grill. Let Carson Wentz drop back and let him launch one to Djax deep and let him start flying around the end zone, all right? I would love to see it because we saw one game of Carson Wentz and Deshaun Jackson, and he had 2 touchdowns and over 150 receiving yards. Come on, man. Djax is going to go off. Do not sleep on Djax, man. Let's see. Worst case 8-8, best case 12-4. There you go. That's a widespread prediction right there. Interesting. Jersey boy, thoughts on a new running back Huntley? Did we sign left tackle Cordy Glenn? In terms of Huntley, I don't know too much about him. I do know he brings some speed and versatility. I was surprised because he was a 5th round pick and got cut. I thought it was the Lions, I believe, right? I thought they were going to at least end up keeping him and giving him a shot, but with the whole AP thing, it's like, I don't know. I was actually surprised that he got cut a running back in the 5th round because, you know, they're a dime a dozen. I thought he would at least have a chance, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad that we went out and picked up a guy. Do I think he's going to end up getting any time? Not for a while, unless guys go down. But look, I'm not mad about it. I think he brings a lot of speed and versatility, and I want to watch more on him and see him develop He has a chance, though. He has an opportunity. And in terms of Cordy Glenn, I don't think we've officially signed Cordy Glenn, but I do believe that we're going to use one of the roster spots on him. And I'm not mad at that at all. I think that is a great move. And he gives insurance because, look, our O-line might be one of our biggest liabilities right now. And Jason Peters, I cannot trust him to stay healthy for an entire 16. I would very much like us to go out and sign Cordy Glenn or another tackle or something, because our O-line, man, it's a little bit questionable. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Hopefully we get Rhaegar Targan by week 2. Yeah, I hope. Look, Rhaegar is going to have a great year. Could you imagine Rhaegar missing like 2 or 3 games and he still ends up having the most receptions or the most yards on the team? I really could see that. Someone asked me the other day, they said, who do you think is going to have the most receiving yards on the Eagles? I didn't know how to answer that. I was thinking, I'm like, Jalen Reagor probably, but then if he misses a couple games, then who's it going to be? Is D-Jax going to stay healthy the entire year? Look, it could be a surprise. You could imagine seeing Greg Ward or a guy like that go for 6, 7, 800 yards. It would be nuts, but I would not be surprised. One guy who I'm telling you, who I will touch on in the video on Thursday. Look, a lot of people have been sleeping on JJ for a long time. JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I think JJ is going to have a great year. Like, the dude just looks different, bro. He looks like a different animal, bro. And he's been taking accountability. He said it in camp. He took responsibility for his actions. And look, I'm ready for a big JJ year. Let us get down to the red zone. Let Carson Wentz lob one up to JJ. Say they have Darby or whoever on him, and he goes up and makes a big catch. Look, I'm telling you, that dude's confidence is different. Different. Your O-line shaping up. What's going on, bro? I agree. Look, the O-line's got to get that chemistry established because, man, I don't want to see any big hits on Carson Wentz. I don't want to see any big blows right away. And that Washington pass rush is something different. They're going to be one of the top pass rushes in the league. And look, we got to protect Carson Wentz. That's all I'm going to say. We got to protect Carson. Let's see. Worst case is 9-7 in my opinion. We beat the Browns 68-3 and lose to the Seahawks 51-13. Interesting. Eagles Nation, we shall witness the new foundation this season. That's right. Because next season, we're going to see some of these vets getting cut out of there. And this is the time for these young dudes to emerge, all right? If Quez Watkins comes back, I was surprised he went on injured reserve. I didn't even really know about a major injury like that. But him and Hightower, JJ, if those guys and Reagor could become the future, I mean, we would have something special here. Honestly. I love to see the wide receivers torch the Washington secondary. That's right. And I'm look, last year we had to suffer watching Terry McLaurin run all over us down the field. Look, I think that's going to be different this year. I think it's going to be a different story, and I'm excited to see what happens, man. Anthony says D-Jax is hungry. Those young bulls put a million batteries in his back. Oh, my gosh, dude. It's like we knew the potential last year, but it kind of just got ripped away from us. So I'm really excited. I say that D-Jax will get 255-plus receiving touchdowns in week 1. It could easily happen, honestly. It really could. I could see us going first play of the game, just launching one down the sideline of D-Jax. I would not be surprised. Lucas Hallman, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here. Just got my Wentz jersey ready to go. There we go. Let's see. Anthony says, I'm good with Richard Rodgers coming back. Why not? We need a blocking tight end. I agree. Look, I don't mind it at all. There's no risk at all attached to that move. And why not bring back a guy that knows the system who can be our third tight end, especially with Perkins out? You know what I mean? So why not? Let's see. Rick Bennett, what is going on? Appreciate you being up in here, man. Another channel member up in the house. How you doing, my guy? What's going on? Eagles going to lose against Arizona, San Fran, Dallas, Seattle, and New Orleans. Yeah, I actually picked pretty much all the same there, except I picked us losing to the Ravens instead of Seattle. But I don't know. I'm interested to see, man. We got some tough opponents on the schedule, but we are a talented team. We just got to stay on the field. We got to stay durable. I'm actually glad Peters went back to left tackle. I like how we brought back Cravon LeBlanc and Big Play Slay and Maddox are looking good. I'm hyped, man. I'm very hyped. I wanted JP back at left tackle as soon as he re-signed. Exactly. And that was a whole situation, but I'm just glad it is settled. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cat on the Moon. Appreciate the super chat. Means a lot. Says, how many touchdowns versus interceptions do you predict Carson Wentz will have this season? I predict 30-7. Thanks, RB. Appreciate you a lot. Always coming in, showing support. Look, here's my prediction, all right? I don't want to get off on my high horse, but look, I'm Carson Wentz coming off a lot of talk, all right? Just a lot of extracurricular distractions. I think Carson is going to ball out. I really feel like we're kind of shaping our team similar to what we did back in 2017. Giving them some speed. The defense is going to help us create offense, and Carson Wentz is going to be on the field a lot, and I think things are going to open up. I'm expecting Doug to come back with that aggressive mindset. Here's my prediction. Carson Wentz, I'm going to say 42 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. I'm going to say 42-8. It might sound like a lot, but look, I'm telling you, with all that speed on the outside, and you got two of the most dynamic tight ends, you got the best tight end room in the NFL. Look, he's going to have a lot of weapons. Don't even forget Miles Sanders, all right? This offense is going to explode. This is if they stay healthy, if we stay majority healthy. I think he's going to have 42 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. That's my prediction. Everyone else, let me know what you guys think. Appreciate the super chat, Cat on the Moon. And I appreciate you always coming up in here and showing support. Let's see. Master P-Dot says, I will enjoy our receivers torching Ronald Darby all game. It's going to be a beautiful sight. It's going to be a beautiful sight. That Slay John is a heater. Hey, look, I'm telling you, this thing is different. You guys, look, the midnight green is coming out, and I love the color. I love it. I love it. I got to get a black one, too. I mean, I love those jerseys as well. Let's see. Did watch some of the Eagles highlight games. Did notice the Washington football team hold you down to the Eagles break out of the cage from that game. Derek, what's going on, bro? Says, week 1, baby, let's go. Only 20 more weeks till my Colts meet your Eagles in the Super Bowl and kick. Whoa. Nah, if we meet in the Super Bowl, I'm sorry, Derek. I'm sorry, but Old Man Rivers will not sustain the pass rush of the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm just saying, man. Look, if we go to the Super Bowl and we see the Colts, look, wherever it's at, we will fly out. We will make a video and everything. But I'm going to talk my trash all week, and we will get to Old Man Rivers. He won't have anything left in the tank by the time we get there, man. Woo. Birthday's week 1. All I want is the birds to grab that dub. Hey, Nick. Again, the preview prediction video, if you guys are just tuning in, every single week I'm going to do a preview prediction, keys to the game, a bunch of stuff, and every Friday we will be up on here live streaming to talk about the game, and on Sundays, if you guys want, we will do pre- and post-game streams. Preview and prediction on Thursday. Be on the lookout for that because I'm hyped to give my predictions and everything. But I'll just give you a glimpse, man. The Washington football team, yeah, they're young. They're headed in the right direction, but they're not there yet, man. The Eagles, I think you're going to have a pretty good birthday, my guy. That's what I'll say. Chase Young is a monster. He really is. And I'm glad that JP slid over to left tackle because, man, if we threw someone like Matt Pryor out there week 1 and Chase Young gets lined up against him, woo. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. We got to protect Carson. Haha, Ronald Darby. I don't even want to look. I will toast him to. Did you guys see earlier? Ronald Darby said he wanted to pick off Carson Wentz. I mean, come on, Darby. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. Justin Lee, high support from South Korea. Can't talk with Koreans. They say Kyle Kuzma is better than Simmons. So I came here. What's going on, Justin Lee? That's ridiculous. I'm glad you know what you're talking about. I'm glad you know what you're talking about. Don't worry. We will still be pumping out Sixers content, doing some Sixers streams here and there when there's more stuff to talk about, especially with the draft and stuff coming up. So don't worry. Shout out to you. Then we get Quez back by week 4 and Will Parks back by week 5. That's another one. Will Parks hasn't been talked as much about in this camp. Who do you guys think? Hey, let me know right now. We're going to talk a little bit about the roster, but I feel like our biggest three things in my eyes that I want to see is corner, linebacker, and offensive line. Like those three have to step up, and guys got to play above their talent level a little bit. Who do you guys think at corner and safety? Who will be our starting corners, and who will be our starting safeties? Let me know down below in the comments. To be quite honest with you guys, I think that obviously Slay is going to start at corner. I think Avante's going to have to play for his worth. A lot of people think it's already solidified, but look, Avante's going to have to come out here with that aggressive mindset and be that dude. You know, he's going to have to step up, but I think some of the pressure will be alleviated off of him because of having Slay on the field. At safety, I think it's a little bit of a question. Could Jalen Mills start at safety? Interesting. He might week one. Honestly, he might. I didn't think he'd make the transition that well, but he has. McLeod and Mills maybe week one. I think that's going to be the lineup. Kayvon Wallace will find his way into the lineup this year. Just wait on it. I'm letting you know. He will find his way, but Will Parks as well. That dude is a dog and gets slept on. He gets slept on. I'm excited for him to come back as well. Smokeless, what's going on? Not an Eagles fan. Hope you guys overcome injuries. I appreciate that, man, and I hope so as well. I hope so as well. Is Djax put his Eagles slot or outside? I think you could end up seeing him in both, but probably on the outside. I think you're going to have Djax on the outside along with JJ, and sometimes you're going to have Rieger out there as well. I think Greg Ward is mainly going to be the slot guy, and I'm expecting him to have some pretty good numbers this year, man. Von Miller may have just destroyed his ankle in practice. He may be going for the whole season. Holy crap. Wow, I didn't even see that, but that's nuts, bro. It's nuts. We get the win over Washington. Got a Chase Young meme coming for you on my channel. You will laugh in tears. I'm excited to see it, man. I'm excited. RB did a video on who should be the Eagles' third wide receiver. Think it's going to be close between Hightower and JJ. Look, I'm feeling, man. I think all these guys are going to get some chances, but look, you got to make your first opportunities count. That's what people remember, man. Like your first impression. I just think JJ's different this year. I really do. I can't see him coming out for a second year in a row and just stinking it up with 10 catches or less. I can't see it, man. I can't see it. Let's see. Philly Talk Podcast. My guy, Philly Mike, man. Hope to get up on a stream with him sometime soon. One of the best Eagles content creators. You guys already know. Most of you guys are probably subbed to him already, but shout out to my guy. Just coming through to say, what's up, bro? Been ready, rocking all off season. Definitely, man. Some of the most dedicated content on his channel. Be sure to check it out if you have not yet. That's my dude, man. Can't wait to talk some Eagles with him as well. Cannot wait. Bro, Key says, hit that like button. We got 45 up in the chat. We better have 45 likes in here. Hit that like if you're just joining. Sub if you're new to the channel. Hit that notification bell, man. We're going to have some crazy Eagles content. We're going to have some trolls up in here. We're going to have some other teams, fans coming up in this chat. But my mods, my Eagles fans always hold strong, man. Y'all always hold strong. And this is the first Eagles season we are entering, and I can't wait to do this every single week, man. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to everyone up in here. Let's see. Joseph says, sorry if I joined late, just forgot you were live. That's my fault. It's all good, my guy. It's all good. Appreciate you tuning in, stopping by to the chat. King James, what's good, bro? They should sign AB to the practice squad. Imagine that. If the dude can get his mental right, I mean, he can still play. He can absolutely still play, but his head's got to be there as well, you know? JJ, 600-plus yards. Look, don't be surprised when JJ comes out here and starts balling, man. I just think he's different. I think he's different. This team will look so different next season. You're not lying, D-Big. You are not lying. This is a year. Not only are we trying to win, but it's also about guys proving themselves, you know? I think this is going to be a real testament to who wants a job going forward in the future. My main concern is O-line protecting Carson, roll out and screens to get him going. Washington pass rush is a problem. Our defense is going to have Haskins running for his life, should win by 2 touchdowns. That's a good prediction, man. It's a good prediction, and I agree with all of what you said, man. Statistically, Slay didn't have a down year, but with the Eagles, he could have his best year. Slay's going to ball out, man. I know a lot of people think there's like some curse, but Slay is going to be the man, and I'm excited to see it. Every corner gets burnt sometimes, and in terms of stats, it's hard to evaluate corners because you're not throwing the ball a lot at Slay. You're not throwing it his way when you have another guy on the other side who can't even come up close to what Slay is. So ever since he had that year with like 8 touchdowns, I mean, they're just really not throwing the ball his way a lot, to be honest. Washington DBs won't be able to cover Djax. They won't even be able to cover Djax, let alone all of our guys. Like, it's going to be pretty nuts, man. I'm expecting Carson Wentz to go deep a lot on Sunday, and I'm like, look, we don't have to, but look, we are blessed to have Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert at the tight end position, and then we got Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Don't forget we have Boston Scott. If Corey Clement looks like himself, you know what I mean? So, look, we can just take our time. We can work it down the field. And the moment they fall asleep, man, one of these speedy guys is going to catch one down the field. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's see. Let's see. Lucas says, yo, once I get a job, I'm going to be a channel member, but I'm 14. Hey, it's all good, man. Appreciate the support nonetheless. Always, man. If you guys have not checked out the channel memberships, the link is in the description. I'll put it in the chat again. I think we got like 12 members right now. And you can just ask them yourself. We get some of the most exclusive fire content. So shout out to all the channel members. I see them dropping the emojis up in here as well. I like the emojis. Let's see. Worried about Maddox at the number 2 spot because he's small. 40-9, 42-8. Look, you come here, man. We're gonna get to some fire takes in a little bit. I know it's been a long time. We got the fire take memberships, but look, at the end of the day, we come here and we bring the fire. I think Carson Wentz is gonna go off, man. I think Carson is gonna go off. You picked up a tight end, right, Richard Rodgers? Yeah, we talked about that. I also made a video on it. Drew Wentz with 1 gazillion fumbles. Yep. Broke he 7-11. I got 38-9. I like it. Max says, I think we lose to the 49ers, Steelers, Cowboys, Hawks, Saints, Cards, Rams, and finish 9-7. Do you guys think that the Eagles, let me know, do you guys think the Eagles are going to win the division, become the first repeat champ since 2004? Do you think the Eagles and maybe the Cowboys both make the playoffs? Do you think it's going to be a 2-team race? Let me know. Hypothetically, if we lose the first game, can the offense go on a run? Absolutely. Look, I'm telling you, the first couple games are going to be low scoring because it's just going to be hard to get into a rhythm. You know what I mean? It's just going to be hard to get that flow. We have not played a lot. It just is what it is. Like, you're going from camp, you're going from a scrimmage into a regular season game. And then on top of that, you just don't have like the actual feeling. I mean, not to be disrespectful, but Washington usually doesn't see fans anyway, but I'm talking about no fans. Like, there is going to be nobody except the workers, besides everyone on the sideline. So, look, I think it's going to take some time to get us into our momentum, but once we start clicking and once we stay on the field, I think our offense is going to explode, man. I think it's going to explode. So, we will be on a run. Drew says, surprisingly, no trolls. Hey, we don't got the Cowboy trolls up in here, but don't worry. They'll find their way up in here eventually, and we'll shut them down like we always do. We will always shut them down. Anyone remember what Wendell Smallwood said about the Eagles last season? I think I did. Wendell Smallwood, irrelevant, man. I mean, he was okay, but never lived up to what I thought he would be. Love the fact my girl best friend loves the Eagles, also Miles Sanders. Hey, Bleed Green, you already know. I cannot wait. Hopkins isn't going to beat us on his own. Arizona is overhyped. I just think Arizona could potentially be one of those trap games. You know what I mean? You guys got to realize the Eagles always have that 1 or 2 games each year where it's like, we should not lose, right? Like, there's no chance, and we end up losing. So that's why I picked us to lose to Arizona, just because we always have a trap game like that, 34-13. My prediction, Eagles 10-6. Let's see. I think Philly and Dallas both go 10-6. Starting corner, Slay, Maddox. Safeties, Mills and McLeod. That's what I'm thinking for week 1, honestly. Our corner, Slay, 6 feet. The rest, 5'10". I don't know. Bold take. Cowboys will win 5 to 6 games and come last in the division. So we're starting off with the fire. We are starting off with the fire. I like it. I like it. Philly Talk Podcast is Mills and McLeod, Slay and Maddox, Gary and Edwards. Yeah, the linebackers are going to be interesting. I think you'll see some different guys throughout the year. But I think the linebackers are going to be okay. I think they'll step up and be all right. Jack Adams, what's good, bro? Says Von Miller done for the year. That's crazy, man. Crazy. You're going to see a lot more injuries. You'll be surprised how many injuries just pop up in the first couple weeks, you know? Starting cornerback Slay and Maddox and McLeod and Mills. Our slot corners are Roby Coleman and Strap. Yep. I like it. Slay and Maddox, Roby Coleman in the nickel, Mills and McLeod. Woo! This defense, I'm telling you guys, I think the defense might even be stronger than the offense this year. Honestly, like our defense is much improved. Not really talked about, but they are much improved, you know? I'm scared to talk crap about the Eagles. My boys already give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's going on, Lord Dagger? What's going on, bro? Appreciate you being up in here, my guy. Let's see. Not too risky. Will put too much stress on the LBs. Let's see. Barn with a hot take says D-Jax and John Hightower each have 2 TDs. There we go, man. Let's see. Let's see. That Redskins D-line looks kind of deadly. Yeah, they are going to bring a fierce pass rush, but hey, as long as we can hold up, give Carson Wentz the ability to make his reads and hit his throws. Carson Wentz, I'm expecting a big week 1, to be honest. Hey, I want to talk about something. Let me know, guys, who is one player that you feel is being slept on the Eagles that you're expecting to break out this season and just be a stud on this team? Is there anybody that you feel like has not garnered the respect that they deserve and you feel like they're just going to break out? I want to know what you guys think, and I'll let you know who I think it is. Bird Gang 114, what's good, bro? Appreciate you being up in here. Hot take D-Jax, 3 touchdowns week 1. Darby's going to get burnt all day. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that taste sweet? Washington football team front 7 is among the best in the league. They are. That's what's really going to carry them, you know? Jersey boy, defense starts off strong. Offense will take a few weeks to get going. Once they click, will be the NFC version of the Chiefs. Track team, Philly Zoom, top 10 offense. That's what I like. That is what I like to hear, man. That is what I like to hear. Simone Stanley, what's going on? Appreciate you being up in here. Definitely checked out your work, and I do like it. Shout out to her, Philly content creator, guys. Check her out if you have not yet. Appreciate you being up in the stream. Connor Murphy says, what's good, RB? My bad for catching this late. It's all good, my guy. Chiefs fan right here. What you thinking about the Chiefs, man? What are you thinking about the Chiefs? I'm excited for that game. That's like the first game to kick everything off. We're going to get a real sense of how the atmosphere is going to be, you know? 8 touchdowns for Carson Wentz. He breaks Nick Foles' record in week 1. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that. The media would not know how to react. They would not know how to react. Wentz 40 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Division champs. Cowboys and Eagles both go 10-6, but the Eagles win. Simone says no fans is going to be crazy. It really is going to be very weird. Like, I don't know. It's still hard for me to imagine a football game without fans. Like, and then you got some teams that kind of have an unfair advantage because they have some of their capacity, like 20% or something. I don't know. It's going to be weird. It's definitely going to take some getting used to. Like we got used to the NBA. We're definitely going to have to get used to this. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. My starting 3 receivers, I think, will start D-Jax, Greg Ward, and JJ. Gotta go soon. Sorry. It's all good, man. Appreciate you stopping by, bro. Both Cowboys and Eagles make playoffs. Oops, his name isn't Wentz. It's walk it to him. There we go, man. Nah, but I think we get into the playoffs. RB going to an Eagles game in Dallas. If I ever went to an Eagles game in Dallas, I would completely break the internet, man. Like, I would let them know what's up. They wouldn't be ready for me. They wouldn't be ready. I'd love it if Dallas flunked again. Me too. Hot take, already said this, but Minshew wins Offensive Player of the Year. Woo! 20-20. You think we tie week 1? Interesting. I think the division could easily be decided in the second Eagles-Cowboys games of the season. Exactly. I think it's going to come down to week 16. I really do, to be honest. Let's see. Hot take, Wentz will get more than one playoff game this year. I'm hoping because I'm tired of seeing him going out, Look, if Carson Wentz goes down this year, I think we're really going to have some serious discussion because they went out and spent a second-round pick, all right? They went out and spent an asset, and they're not just going to keep them in the ranks forever if things continue to happen. That's all I'll say. Quez Watkins. So we're now getting to the people you guys think are going to break out and have a crazy year. Quez Watkins, JJ, Nate Gary, Malik Jackson, Hightower, the Dark Tower is my sleeper. Miles Sanders is being slept on. Josh Sweat. Javon Hargrave. Honestly, I think it will be Mills because I think he could ball out at safety. JJ, John Hightower. Let's see. Hightower. Most slept on player for my team is Tyrann Mathieu. He's a dog, man. Let's see. Awuzie. DeAndre Richardson. What's good, bro? Appreciate you being up in here. My bro, what's going on, J-Rick? What's going on? An actual non-delusional Cowboys fan. Isn't that some sighting? What's going on? Hey, I love all the picks that you guys have given me for the breakout players. I'm going to say JJ Arcega-Whiteside, like a couple of you guys said. I think all of them were good picks, but I'm telling you, JJ, to me, he has more to give. There is stuff left to give. He is going to have a good season. And if he doesn't, well, it's just, I can't imagine that. I can't imagine 2 stinker years in a row. Like, you're a second-round pick. You're a smart dude. He looks a lot buffer. He looks like he's in a better shape. And just the mentality that I've heard from JJ, just the things he's saying, I think JJ is going to be that guy. And eventually, whether we can find a trade partner for Alshon or not, I just think JJ is going to slide in and just show that he will be the future to be our big wide receiver on the outside. So I'm hoping he can. Let's see. I'd have your back in Dallas, RB. It's a small thing. Look, they would not be ready for us, bro. They would not be ready. I'm going with either TJ Edwards or Jalen Hurts for more respect. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Interesting. Let's see. Brandon Graham. Woo, that is a good one. Now, I made a channel member only video about Brandon Graham, and I think he's actually going to have a pretty good year. A lot of people are sleeping on Brandon Graham, surprisingly. I think Brandon Graham's going to be that guy. I really do. We're going to talk a little bit about what I want to know for week 1, but I have one more question for you guys before we talk about that. Hold up. Drew says, I said Goodwin, but he opted out. He shouldn't get paid. That's like if you quit your job and still get paid. Interesting. Barm says Drew Keys isn't getting paid. Yeah, I don't think he is getting paid, to be honest. I was thinking about that. I don't know the exact rule, like if they get a portion or, guarantees or whatever, but I'm not sure. I don't think he does, though, if he doesn't play altogether. Ethan says, what's up, RB? What's good, bro? What's going on? Ethan, how you feeling, my guy? How you feeling? So is Hurts our backup or a Taysom type? I think he's our third-string quarterback and might end up becoming our backup, honestly. I mean, we signed Josh McCown, but I think that Jalen Hurts, I don't think we're going to go out, invest in a second-round pick to have him be a Taysom Hill type player. I just don't see that happening. I don't know where that idea came from. I feel like people tried to put that theory together just to try to make the pick make sense. But I really don't think it's that way. I think you guys know what I think. I think it was an overreach for Jalen Hurts. And I think he's just going to learn the offense and just sit there. Honestly, it sucks because with all these injuries, we could have had another playmaker or something like that. But we'll see what happens, We will see what happens. But, hey, BG 8+ sacks. BG most underrated player on the team. I love this BG love because his personality Brandon Graham is just a treasure, man. He's just a treasure to have in the locker room, and I'm really enjoying him still being here, honestly. Let's see. Let's see. BG flies under the radar. Yeah, I agree. I think he does too. We got 40 up in the chat. If you guys could hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell. Got some questions for you guys, but first off, one more thing that I want to know is, hold up. What do you think the score week 1 will be? Hey, Thursday, look, if you guys are just tuning in and if you're just hearing this for the first time, every week I'm going to try to go on the same schedule. So Thursday, I'm going to drop like a preview prediction type video to give my thoughts. Friday will be a stream where we can come on. You guys will have a chance to look at my prediction and everything, and we'll talk about the game. And then if you guys want, Sunday, we'll do pre and post games. Monday will be like an afterthought type thing. So I'm going to try to stick to that consistently every single week. So we'll see what happens, We'll see what happens. Let's see. Ethan says, I'm feeling fine. College is giving me a lot of anxiety. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Hope everything's good. Try to take a breather. You know what I mean? But before we talk about this week 1 a little bit more, I just want to ask you guys real quick, get some instant thoughts. If you guys, let me put it this way. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being having the utmost confidence and 1 having really no confidence at all, how do you guys feel about the offensive line right now? On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 meaning you are just completely confident and 1 meaning you're not confident at all. Let me know in the comments right now. Let's see. Goodwin gets a $150K advance for non-medical opt-out, has to pay it back next year. Interesting. Thank you for that information as well. I did not know that. Let's see. Got us winning 27-14. Drew says, peace. Have a good night, my guy. Have a good night. Max says 20-13 Eagles in week 1. Any more questions, RB? Yeah. Hey, I got a couple more for you guys. I got a couple more. Let's see. BG had my respect, but when he got the strip sack, my respect skyrocketed. Hey, I'll always love BG. It's crazy he's never had double-digit sacks, but he's just really that guy you just love as a compliment. And with the other guys that we have on this defensive line, I'm telling you, BG could open up. I mean, he'll always be that guy to be around 5, at least 5, 6 sacks, but I think he could have an 8, 9 sack season, honestly. 32-19 in week 1. BG gave us the fumble of our lives, legend, and he's still hungry. Always, man, always. I really thought he was going to be out of here a couple years back when he was hugging and hugging everyone and just crying, but I'm glad he's back. BG may never get a Pro Bowl, but he's an Eagle Hall of Famer. Yep, I agree. Drew says, my stream paused. Here's my question about the offensive line. How confident do you feel on a scale 1 to 10? Barm says 6, 7, 7, 7, a strong 5. What are we talking about? On a scale from 1 to 10, how confident are you with the offensive line, with 10 being the most confidence? O-line, I feel like we're about a 7 because we still need a backup at left tackle. Pryor will be fine at right guard. You can protect a right guard. Ryan Rose says 10. Big E says 10 for right now, but they need to sign a backup left tackle. Interesting. So we got a little bit of a widespread here, to be honest. We got a little bit of a widespread here. BLSG says 9. Ethan, I'm going to have to say 5 because I'm not fully trusting the receiver core. Offensive line will do average, in my opinion. Trust the running backs and the tight ends. Kenneth says 7.5. I think right now, honestly, I'm going to probably have to say a 7 or an 8, honestly, because now that JP's at left tackle, I understand there's injury concern. As long as Lane Johnson's okay, as long as Jason Kelsey's okay, I think we'll be all right. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that Matt Pryor will be back at right guard, or even a guy like Jack Driscoll maybe eventually. But yeah, if we stay healthy, we'll be okay. But that's really just my main concern right there. So I'd have to say a 7 or an 8 as well. Venom says, I need Wentz and Sanders to go off this weekend for fantasy purposes. Your fellow Cowboys fan. Hey, what's going on, man? You always have been objective, so appreciate you being up in here. Shout out to you, man. Look, Wentz and Sanders, I think they're going to have big days. I think they are, to be honest. Talking about rating 1 to 10. Got to eat now. I'm starving. Hey, have a good night, my guy. Have a good meal as well. Says, how about a solid 7? I agree. Hey. So getting on to my last couple things here before we get up off here, right? And by the way, if you guys are in here, we will be streaming Friday, so be sure to pop out to that. We're going to try to make that a normal thing, get some thoughts on the game, just talk about the game. And again, on Thursday, I'll be dropping a prediction video and all that, so be sure to check that out. But hey, in terms of the Eagles, like whether it's just week 1 or just, I guess, something that you want to see improved on last year, what is one thing, I guess, throughout the season, what is one thing that you think the Eagles really need to capitalize on? Maybe it's something that they have not been doing the last couple years or last year, or just something that you want to see, just like a main key. It doesn't really have to be a main key to the game, to winning this specific game, but just something in general that you guys want to see from the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll start out. One thing that I want to see is the Philadelphia Eagles starting out games quick. Like, I feel like the last year or two, it's like we always start out slow. You'll have a game here and there where we go off and get a quick touchdown, but overall, it's like our first 2-3 drives, we can't get anything going. You know what I mean? I want to see that open up. Hopefully, with the speed outside, we can get some drives, get down the field quick, and get a score. Because when you put that first 7 up on the board, it really puts that pressure on the opposing team's necks. And I really like that. I really think that is an important element of this team. And we just got to be a better first quarter, first half team. That's my thing. Let's see. Jersey Boy says O-line, a solid 7, 10 minutes until dinner. King Chris, who's better, Quez or Hightower? I think I mean, we're basing it off what we've seen in college. To me, I think Quez honestly has a good amount of upside. I really do. But I think they're both compact receivers, and I think they'll be good prospects and projects to go out forward. In my opinion, I think Quez has the more upside, but that's just me. Joshua says, I'm a Vikings fan. Just came to say hi, and my brother's watching. What's going on, Josh? Appreciate you being up in here. Shout out to you and your brother. Anthony, what time you coming on Friday? Hey, man, I think we're going to hop on here around maybe 7:30, so be on the lookout for that. Again, I hope you guys watch my preview prediction on Thursday and Friday, and then, Friday night, we can I want to kind of gauge and just get a lot of feedback because, on a regular video, you got the comments, but I love interacting with you guys. I love coming up on here and talking to you guys. So hopefully Friday for like an hour and a half, we can get up on here. We can just give some final thoughts. Hopefully we'll have a better idea of what our starters are going to look like. At least maybe we'll hear some more news, but hopefully we'll talk about that stuff, And I know, a lot of people, it'll take some time to get this used to it. But, I mean, the same thing happened with the Sixers, and then the streams just started to get a lot better. So I'm hoping as we get into a rhythm here, I'm hoping that these Eagle streams kind of build up as well. And I'm excited. I'm really excited. A lot of people don't know me for the Eagles. Obviously, I did it, the past couple months. But this is my first time doing an Eagles actual season. So I know some people kind of get pissed off at me because, I get into the Sixers groove, and then some people come on my channel and they're like, oh, well, you're not doing this anymore. And look, I try to hit them all, man. It's hard, but got to do your thing, I think Quez is better. Gabe says, I want to see more blitzes since we have fast linebackers now. I agree. We got some little bit undersized, but we got some speedy guys. I want to see the linebacker core just be more consistent. You know what I mean? Another thing for you, Gabe, how about some open field tackling? You know what I mean? Our tackling, It's got to be a lot better. I think it will be, but I'm just tired of seeing guys miss open field tackles. In my opinion, that's one thing that really gets under my skin, man. Nick says, I think that they need Wentz to get out of the pocket and run more. That'll be an interesting topic. Keep that in mind and bring it throughout the season, because a lot there you got the Eagles fans that say, no, I don't want him to get hurt again. But then you got the other ones that say, well, that's kind of a part of Carson Wentz. He's got to roll out. Now we got Rich Scangarello, an assistant who will design a lot more rollouts for Carson Wentz. And I think Doug is going to open up, man. I think we're going to see that hint of 2017 Doug, that aggressive Doug, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited. He was projected as a third-round receiver. Quez, he was. I think he came out after his junior year, though, and I think it kind of hurt his stock a little bit. Let's see. Ethan says, I want to see us not win 9 games 3 years in a row. I know, right? I know. King James, I want to see the Eagles run the clock down like they did with Jordan Howard, get the lead and rest Wentz for following games. Great point. Great point. I'm telling you, sometimes the Eagles get out of their own element. Let the run open up the pass. It's okay that we have a lot of speed on the outside. Just catch them sleeping, get them dependable on our backs. And once they dive in, man, once they just try to get a little bit ahead of us and they leave a guy on an island, man, Carson Wentz will launch one down. I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely agree. Ethan says, I want to see our defense make an offense look like high school football offenses. What do you guys think? Quick question. If anybody wants to answer it in a chat, what do you think about Jim Schwartz? Do you think he's going to be a little bit more aggressive this year? Because I know our front four can get to the quarterback, but I just think sometimes we just need to be a little bit more aggressive. I'm a guy that likes to bring some disguised blitzes, send a safety, send a corner once in a while. Just hit a quarterback and let him know. Just let him feel on his back that the Eagles are coming for him. Just my opinion, though. Some people like to play more conservative, so I'm just wondering. What you guys think. Jersey Boy would like to see more turnovers this year. Absolutely. Absolutely. That will be a big point of emphasis. Josh, thanks. Have a great rest of your day. Go Vikes. Have a good day, man. Have a good day. Appreciate you for tuning in. For sure. Hit that subscribe if you're new, man. Everybody, hit that like. Hit that subscribe if you are new. What the Eagles need to improve on is to stop getting injured and being out for the whole season. Hey, we're a healthy team. We're a talented team. But again, we have a right to be skeptical after the last couple of years. Let's see. MG Nas says that Slay jersey is fire. Hey, look, I'm telling you, man, this jersey is, look, you guys if you're looking to invest in an Eagles jersey, I recently invested in a couple jerseys, got my Miles Sanders as well. Look, I'm still going to be getting some more. I definitely want to get one of the black ones as well. But this midnight green Slay Jr. on the back, it's different, man. I'm going to be wearing this one a lot. And I finally have a corner I believe in. I couldn't go and get a Rasul Douglas jersey. I couldn't get a Sidney Jones jersey. I believe in big play Slay, man. Ethan says, I'd also like to see Adrian Killins playing a game. I think he'll find his way up. I think Deontay Burnett will as well at some point, Even Corey Clement might return to his old self, which would be beautiful to put it just like that. Carson to not force passes while being pressured in the pocket and make accurate throws. That's one thing. That's another great point. Carson needs to learn when to throw the football away. I say it all the time. That's one of my pet peeves as well in terms of the Eagles. Like, just throw it away, man. Don't take a big sack in a bad situation. Throw it away. Throw it away. Nick says, I'm Josh's brother. Tune in all the time. Anthony says, cool. Nick says, I always tell him when you read my comments, hey, man, try to get back to everyone and read your guys' comments. Appreciate you a lot. For sure. For sure. Appreciate you tuning in. Kenneth says, I want to see 3 wide receiver sets in total confusion in the opposing defense because we have elite tight ends. Yep, I agree. And that brings up another question in my mind. I'll ask this as the next question, and then I got like 1 or 2 more for you guys before we get up on out of here. What do you guys think about the tight end situation? I've been making a few videos on it here and there. I think personally we're going to see a lot more of Dallas Goedert because at the end of the day, I think we're going to have to make a tough decision at the end of the year. I really do. I'll just say this. What are your stat lines looking like for Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert? I think Ertz is going to take a little bit back because I think Goddard's going to be used more and we got more speed on the outside. I'm going to have Ertz at around 750 yards with about 7 touchdowns. And I think Goddard will be I think Goddard will be at least like 550, honestly, with about 3 or 4 touchdowns. That's what I'm thinking. And it's nothing towards Zach Ertz, no disrespect or anything. I just think that we're going to have a lot more guys contributing, unlike last year where Ertz was pretty much our only guy out there. You know what I mean? Let's see. Maybe by Friday we can get a better sense on who's playing with our injury situation. Exactly. I'm hoping that we have some more news so that we can talk about it, you know? Josh says, I want to see the Vikings, Eagles in the playoffs. They're really good teams. Vikings are better. I don't know about that. I don't know about that anymore. I would love to go up against Choke Cousins in a playoff game. And no disrespect, it's all love. But at the end of the day, he's Choke Cousins. You paid $80 million for the same quarterback. He's just Case Keenum with a Halloween mask on, to be honest. I mean, I'm just being honest. You know, you get pressure on that guy. Look, Choke Cousins can ball on the Eagles, but if we get pressure, man, I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried. King Chris says, I'd like to see more bootlegs, play action, and more downfield passes. Interceptions will go up, but we haven't had a big pass guy since D Jackson week 1. I feel you, man. I feel you. I think you're right. I think we're going to open up the field more. I think D Jackson is going to be a big contributor, to be honest. Tomorrow they practice, so I'm checking to see who's practicing tomorrow as well. Yep. I don't see the 16-game schedule lasting this year. So I'll watch every Eagles game and enjoy it like it's my last. Yeah, I'm hoping, man. Hoping things get better throughout this season. I really am. And if we end up having fans, or at least some fans, later on in the season, that would be nuts. That would be nuts. Frost Football says Cowboys winning the East at 11-5. Really? Really? So what do you think the Eagles are going to go then? Ethan says our defense has improved and Jim Schwartz will not mess up this talent. I think Jim Schwartz has some nice haymakers to work with, man. And he's got some big guys going to deliver some big hits. Some underrated pieces, man. Some underrated pieces. I think we're going to scream Washington to death early, then bomb them, and then run them to death. I love it, man. I love it. I will say the Eagles got to get out to a quick start, and I don't want to get behind in that game. I don't want to get behind. I just want to get out to a quick lead and put our foot on the gas pedal. And do our thing, you know. Cop a Tyrann Mathieu jersey. I like it. Hot take, Nate Sudfeld becomes Nick Foles if, God forbid, Carson gets hurt. I was joking. I was about to say, man. BLSG, believe in Miles Sanders, Zach Ertz, RB. Those are the 2 jerseys I got for my birthday last week. Happy birthday, my guy. Happy birthday. You better be rocking those jerseys, my guy. You better be rocking them all year long. Heat winning by 8 at the end of the 3rd. Zach Ertz will dominate. Goddard will do good, but Ertz will do better than Goddard. Wentz has so many guys to throw to. I know, right? And I just hope they stay healthy. I really hope that they stay healthy. If Goddard flops, I see him getting traded in the offseason. Let's hope they play consistently. Still want the Eagles to sign Corey Glenn for a 6th offensive lineman. I think that would be a great signing. I don't see why not, you know? Ertz will be going after this year 750 with 5, Dallas 600 with 8 touchdowns. Hey, we're pretty close except for the Goddard touchdowns. Trade Ertz for a top lineman. We need to get younger. 8 touchdowns, 900 yards for Ertz. Goddard, 5 touchdowns and 450 yards. There you go. I like these predictions. I do like them. Shout out to Ethan for getting the troll up on out of the chat. As my mods always do, they're the best in the build. They're the best in the building. They're the best in the industry. They are the best. Ready to see our $503 million man take it to him for 10 years. Imagine that. I think this is the year that Ertz will break the reception record over Harold Carmichael. He needs 65. I think it'll be close, but I'm not sure. It depends. I want to get a flow of how the offense will be run, but we're going to have a lot of weapons out there. We are. I think it could be this year, though. It'll be close. It definitely will be close. I just bought a black Wentz jersey and a green Sanders. Hey, I got the green Sanders. Look, I'm definitely gonna invest in a black one soon. Man, I love those jerseys. I love the jersey. The midnight green is such a great color. It's such a great color. Some 5-year-old is spamming as always. But hey, got a few more questions for you guys. Look, I'm thinking about how I want to address this question because I don't want to make it sound bad. We'll save that for a little bit. We'll save that for a few minutes. But Awoken says, "Sup, RB, what's going on? How you doing? Appreciate you being up in the chat. Hope everyone is doing good. But yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Be sure to check out my content every single week. We're going to be dropping a lot of bangers, man. And here's a question for you guys. Would you guys prefer a post-game reaction on Sundays, or would you prefer a pre- and post-game live streams? Let me know what you guys are thinking. Because I want to do what you guys want. You know what I mean? I want to get some feedback from my people. Let's see. Barm says I'm more of a shirt jersey type of guy. Hey, I'm not mad at it. I like them as well. They're nice fits. You know what I mean? Who do you think will win the NFC East? I put it out on my video yesterday. I think it's going to be a 2-team race, but I think this could be the year. It's 2020, man. Anything can happen this year. I think that the Eagles, I think the Eagles can be the first team to repeat. I think they're going to end up doing it. But again, I can't just distinctively say that without seeing if guys are going down to injury. If this team gets injured, I don't think it's going to happen. Can we? If we're fully talented and fully loaded? Of course we can. Saw some midnight green Kayvon jerseys. Had to cop. I love it. Viral says, once again, I'll be back when you guys are 9-7. Yeah, come back November 1st and come back week 16 so we can knock you out of the arena, okay? Who do you think will win the NFC North? Oh, man, that's a tough one. I was actually going to surprise people and say the Bears, but since Trubisky's starting, I guess I'll go with the Packers again. But I think it'll be a close race in that division. We got the extended playoffs, so the Vikings will be close. Don't even sleep on the Lions. I think that's going to be a good division, but I think the Packers will end up winning it again, to be honest. Just my first opinion on that. Ethan says, I hate to sound biased. I think the midnight green jersey along with the Seahawks could be the best jerseys in football. No, absolutely, man. The midnight green is different, man. I love it. Let's see. How do you think Jalen Reagor? How do I think he's going to play? I think he's going to step into a big role, and I think he's going to perform well this season. I do. Hope to get him back soon, and I hope nothing lingers. That's just what I'm hoping for with him. Let's see, post-game, pre and post, whatever's easy for you, but I prefer to post-game. Let's see, post-game live, post is cool. Hey, I'm down to do it, man, so you guys want it. I will deliver that, and the streams will build up. I like the streams a lot, so I like it. You went 8-8 with a better team last year. You guys are going 7-9 this year. Post-game live, post. How do you think he'll do in his rookie year? I think he's going to have a good rookie year. Probably going to predict. Depends how many games he misses, but if he only misses a couple, I'd say like 700 yards at least. I think he's going to have a good year. Y'all are going 9-7. Hot take Cowboys will choke with CeeDee Lamb and go 7-9 or 8-8. I'll be right here post-game live. Eagles only have 2 Pro Bowl caliber O-line, with everyone being below average. I think if Jason Peters is healthy, he's not just some scrub that you can throw away. And look, man, I mean, it's every team is going to have below average, or at least some guy or people that get injured. But I think having Lane Johnson and having JP on the left side for if he's healthy, and then having Jason Kelsey, our O-line will be okay. I think they'll be okay as long as they stay on, as long as they stay on the field. As long as they stay on the field. I thought Nick Foles was starting over Mitch. Nah, I think Mitch Trubisky is starting, if I'm not mistaken. Good luck. I'm a Cowboys fan. Good luck to you, Donnie. Good luck to you, my guy. Thought of something funny. Should Matt Nagy start Foles in the game versus the Bucs to give Tom Brady nightmares? That would be great, man. That would be great. I would love it. I would love it. Favorite jerseys are the black and white jerseys. Von Miller out for the year. That's crazy. That is crazy. But, hey, I'm going to ask you guys one more question, and then I want some hot takes. But, look, one more question. I was kind of like we said earlier. I know there's a lot of injuries, and it's hard to kind of put your take on this, I guess. But in terms of a scale from 1 to 10, I would say, despite the injuries, how confident, like how good do you feel about the Eagles' final 53-man roster? If you had to give it a grade from 1 to 10, like 10, you feel great, like this is going to be an amazing team. 1, this is going to be a terrible team. How do you feel on a scale from 1 to 10 about the Philadelphia Eagles roster? I guess that's the best way to put that question. Carson Wentz is going to get injured. It sounds like this is exactly what it sounds like from a guy whose team didn't even pay their quarterback. You'll see what happens, man. Cowboys going to go 8-8 since they love throwing lambs 8-8 in our face so much. Yeah. They think they're like this glorified team, but it's just Cowboys fans every single year. You know what I mean? It's just who they are. And then they'll lose a couple terrible games and they'll lose to us and they'll make some excuse. You know, last year was Jason Garrett. This year it'll probably be Mike McCarthy, and you know they'll find a way. They'll find a way, but I can't wait. Let's see. Rank Dak, Wentz, and Kirk Cousins in terms of skill level, in terms of talent. I will say Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott, and then choke Cousins. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think Wentz can do things that few quarterbacks can do. And I'm not saying Dak Prescott isn't a good quarterback. I'm not saying Kirk Cousins isn't a good quarterback. But Carson Wentz, the fact of the matter is that he has done more with less. There's just no other way to put it. He has done more with less. I'll say Wentz, Dak, and then choke. Mitch is starting for Chicago. Y'all are about to get gotten. Cowboys will sweep the division. Again, look, Greg, screenshot this. Screenshot it and please come back during the year because I can't wait till the Cowboys end up losing a terrible one to the Giants or something like that. They'll lose. Give me the worst team that you play on your schedule. And the Cowboys will lose to that team. And it'll be great. I'll be laughing all the way, man. Mitch does not deserve it. He is trash. 6, 7.5, 7, 8, 1. Coming from an Eagles fan, 6. The Cowboys have a better roster. I think I don't know about that. I think it's actually kind of close. But what I do know is that the Eagles have a leader in Doug Peterson that they can believe in. They don't have to learn a new system and get used to things, you know, a different type of way. So I think that's an advantage for the Eagles. But I think the rosters, I don't think either team's roster is like some amazing roster. But I would probably say in terms of talent, I think it's pretty close. Let's see. Everyone's mad about our injuries, but I'd rather have injuries so they can come back and make us better when we're on a roll than be on a roll and have injuries in the middle of the year. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's all about next man up, and the Eagles have shown they can do that. The Eagles have shown they can do that. Let's see. Giants. 8, 7. 7 because of injuries, but not as much as previous years, if you ask me. 8.5, 7. Bengals. Oh, the Bengals. That's the worst team that the Cowboys will lose to the Bengals. The Cowboys will lose to the Bengals. The one thing I'll give Wentz is his arm. Yeah, he does have an arm, a much better arm, and he's just look. He can move around. He can make big plays happen. He just gotta stay healthy, man. He's got to stay on the field. Cowboys got injuries too. Just today, Collins and Sean Lee went on IR. I love it, man. It's crazy how the Cowboys will be the first ones to clown on us for injuries. But at the same time, I've been hearing some things about Amari Cooper. Obviously with McCoy going down, there's been some talks, man. A lot of teams are going to be banged up. It's all going to be about next man up mentality, and I know that the Eagles can do that. How do you feel about the Eagles going 10-6? Look, I dropped a record prediction video yesterday. We're about to get up on out of here. You can check that out. I could see us going 10-6, 11-5, 12-4, even 9-7. Depends on if we stay healthy, Cowboys lose to the Bengals. That's tough. I'd love it. I'd love Joe Burrow to just go for like 500 yards on them. Nah, they won't. You'll be surprised, man. They always have that terrible game. They lose. But, hey, before we get up out of here, last thing, I want some fire takes. You know how we do it, man. Hot takes. If you guys are new and don't know what that is, I'm going to explain it real quick. Usually at the end of streams, I ask for fire takes, hot takes. I want you guys to give me some bold predictions. It can be about the Eagles. It can be about another team. It can be about the league. Anything. Give me some fire takes. Give me some bold predictions. Come out of your comfort zone, whether it's a yearly prediction, whether it's the game coming up on Sunday. Give me some bold takes. Again, Eagles, any team, any player. I want some bold predictions up in the chat. Let me see them, man. And my channel members, now that we got channel members, drop the fire emojis in the chat because I want to see them. I want to see them. Let's see, man. Let's see. I'm going to read some of these, then I'm going to give mine. Was the Clowney hit dirty? Yeah, it was. It was. But then again, I would expect it from a guy like Clowney. It was definitely dirty, though. He did it on purpose. The Jets. Yeah, exactly. The Jets, the Bills. That was a great Thanksgiving, by the way. I mean, they just always seem to do it. So, I'm telling you. I get Wentz is better than everyone, but Kirk is better than Dak. I think that's a little bit close, but again, these guys have different things to work with, so it's kind of hard to evaluate. There's a strong possibility the Eagles could be the worst team we play. See that? It's things like this. I didn't come out and say the Cowboys are going to be the worst team we play, but it's these delusional Cowboy fans like this guy up in here. And look, man, he's going to regret saying that because when they lose to the Bengals, he's going to, it's just one game. You know what I mean? It's just one game. It's just one game. Stop it, Greg. What are you, Jerry Jones, like half brother or something? Come on now. What, you sitting on the yacht, the draft yacht? Come on now. 16-0. The Eagles only have a 2-win lead over the Giants. Fans come back in week 10. I like it. 13 touchdowns for D-Jax. Hot take, the Eagles win a division. The Washington football team will be the runner-up, and the Cowboys will be third. I love it. I love it. We're going to get a win against the Bears in a wild card on a double doink. Imagine that. History repeating itself. Hot take, J-Jaw will be the number one red zone target for Wentz next to Dallas Goedert. I love it. Derek, how about this one? D-Jax has the most receiving yards with 1,100. If he stays on the field, that could be actually realistic, man. That's a bold take right there, my guy. That's a bold take. I think Jefferson is going off this year. D-Jax under 500 yards. Woo! Hot take, Super Bowl 55, Green Bay and Kansas City. Aaron Rodgers wins the MVP. Packers win 55. Carson Wentz throwing for 4,000 passing yards. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles win a division and Dallas beats them in the wild card. Dang, man. You don't got a lot of hope, do you, man? You don't got a lot of hope, do you? Hey, keep dropping them in the chat. I'll read some more. Look, here's mine. I'll give you one from the Eagles, and then I'll give you one just general from the league. I would say my number one, my bold take, ready, is that somehow, some way, Brandon Graham ends up having the most sacks on the defensive line. I know it sounds crazy, but just imagine. They're going to be sending a lot of pressure trying to withhold Javon Hargrave and Fletcher Cox and Barnett. They're going to forget about Brandon Graham a little bit. Imagine. I think he could come out and have an 8-sack season. Just saying. Just saying. Now, my general sports one, man, I got to think about this a little bit. I got to think about this. Man. Because if you guys have been keeping up, my one bold take was that the Bucs wouldn't make the playoffs, but I just feel like they added a lot now, and it's just like, I think the Bucs are going to make the playoffs now, but if I had to say a general sports bold take, man, a fire take, I would say that a team comes out of nowhere and ends up, becoming one of these 12, 13 win teams. Like, it just seems like a team that you would not expect to do so could come out and do it. I would say maybe like a Detroit Lions, or I'm trying to think of some other garbage teams, like a Cleveland Browns. One of those kind of teams just comes out and has a monstrous year just because it's 2020, just because there's no certainty with anything. I think you could see one of those teams hop up kind of like the 49ers did, and just have a crazy year. So that'll be my general sports bold take, man. Let's see. Djax will burn. Rager Targain is a dragon and will burn many. Djax is washed coming from a Cowgirls fan. Do you live in Philly? Right outside. Ethan says, hot take. The Cleveland Browns and the Bengals will not win a game this season. Imagine that. Imagine that. Well, they have to win a game because they play each other, right? Yeah, they play each other. So we'll say outside the division, right? We'll say outside the division. Let's see. You guys drafted Jalen Hurts. Yeah, and you would have loved to have him, but you don't. You don't. Fire take Super Bowl 55 Packers and Chiefs. Every commercial will be the State Farm commercial because of Mahomes and Rodgers both on the State Farm. Hot take Miles Sanders will be getting 2 touchdowns. J-Jaw going to pass 200 yards and Carson wins an MVP. Woo. MVP Carson Wentz in the chat, man. Real Nick James says, yo, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing? Fire take the LA Chargers have a fire year and Tyrod Taylor will shut the haters down. That's another one, man. Could come out of nowhere. You could see the resurrection of some of these teams. Don't sleep on the Falcons, the Rams. I'm telling you, one of those type of teams is going to come out here and have a big year. They're going to have a big year. Browns and Bengals will tie in overtime in both of their meetings. Imagine that. Imagine that. But, hey, appreciate the 40 people that have been rocking out for this entire stream. Shout out to all you guys. Again, we're going to get back into the groove. I'm going to keep up with the Sixers content as well, try to pump out some videos. But Eagles, like I said, each week we'll have a preview prediction. We'll have pre- and post-game streams. We'll have afterthoughts. And we'll have, news updates and stuff like that. And then Friday night, we'll have streams where we can talk about the upcoming games. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. The Philadelphia Eagles play a football game in 5 days. And we're going up against the Washington football team. I mean, it's still crazy to say the football team. But, hey, it's going to be a good week. Again, look out for my preview prediction on Thursday. I appreciate you guys coming out. Hope all you guys are able to come out on Friday and just talk and give our thoughts a couple days before the game. Really, we'll get a better sense, a better idea of, who's going to play and stuff like that. So, hey, with that being said, shout out to everyone that came out. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And with that being said, man, RB, Philly take with RB. And you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you guys in a few days. With that being said, catch you on the next one, man. Peace.